So let's just talk about this Bitcoin pump and dump that happened this morning. There's a bunch of interesting things going on these charts. We're going to talk about the backlash that we might face from it. Who could have done this, or where could they have done it at? So let's just get right into it. So first and foremost, the thing that happened this morning is Bitcoin was sitting around $27,000 on most exchanges, and then it pumped all the way up to about 30,000 in the matter of some minutes, based on some news that was dropped about the Bitcoin ETF that everyone is excited about. Now, first and foremost, before we get into this video, I want to say never invest more than you can afford to lose, but this should be a heads up that everybody is waiting for this Bitcoin ETF to be announced. Not financial advice, but let's just get back into it because stuff like this could happen. So the price pumped all the way up $3,000, and then the news came out that, hey, it is not confirmed, and then BlackRock went ahead and confirmed that yes, the Bitcoin ETF has not been approved. Now, Cointelegraph, which is the place where this news had dropped in the first place, had said, hey, look guys, clarification on sharing the false report, and then they go and they explain how this report happened in the first place. Now, what I do like about this feed is the fact that they are taking this very serious. You can see from behind the scenes with these documents, they're even talking about, hey, you guys, 100 million in shorts got liquidated. This, right here, he says 100 million in shorts liquidated, and it's a sad face. Now, this is something that they do have to take very seriously, even though even though there were some other things behind the scenes going on, and we can tell from some Bitcoin information, which we'll get into in a minute. So Telegraph redacted their statement and said, hey guys, we were wrong, we're sorry, and we mess up. Hey, at least they admitted that they messed up. Most news places mess up every day and don't really say nothing. But anyways, let's look at some data, because who could have wanted this to happen? Now, when we come right here and we look at this right here, this is the Bitcoin trading volume for the last 24 hours. Something very interesting. I saw a video earlier today on Crypto Revolution's channel. Shout out to Crypto Bitcoin Chris, where he said, hey, $100 million pumped into this market. I'm not really sure where he got that number from, but when I look at these charts and I look at this volume, I see that around $100 million did come into Coinbase a couple of hours before this pump even took place. And then we had Coinbase being the most volume, and then we had the biggest dump on Coinbase. It was pretty much done. What I'm trying to say with that is, like, it was done in the United States. It had to be the United States because there is some news in China today. And I was when I first heard about this, I said, hey, maybe this China news is kind of getting offset by this pump right here. So when we look at this data, we can see that, yeah, there was a bunch of money that came into Coinbase before the pump actually happened. It was about $133 million. Then we had that nice pump all the way up, which liquidated a lot of those shorts. And, Kraken, Coinbase, Bitstamp, and Bitfinex, would benefit highly if those shorts happen. So but I'm not accusing them. I'm just saying there was a whale who did this. It was a very big whale who did this. $100 million whale wanted to pump this Bitcoin price. Now, was he successful? Well, according to the charts, he might have been. So looking at the daily chart right here, we see that we got a new higher high because of this. And when the price dumped, the first thing I look for in something like this, I look for the price to dump back below the major levels that we're watching. Still, if the price is going to correct down to where it should be, then we would want to see it kind of come back down to here by the end of the day, which it closed above it by the end of the day. So that looks good, but it is still coming back down. So we'll see if it, lands on 28 and stays on 28. But when we look at the weekly, this is what we really got to watch right here. Now, this looks like a little bit more deadly to me. The price is coming down pretty far. We got about 6 days left in this week, and we can still close below this 200 moving average, which would mean rejection, which would just send us, back down into lower terms. This was just a whale trying to turn his 100 million into 500 million, which that's what we've seen happen as far as the volume is concerned. Now, so couple things about this. This tells you to be careful. This tells you that dollar cost averaging is the best solution if you want to get in these markets. Don't try to time these things. Time in the market, not timing the market. There's a lot of people who will tell you otherwise, but trust me, that is a good scenario. When these things actually do pump, which they will, we can see here that only one Bitcoin ETF got approved, and it caused people to go crazy in a short amount of time. Now, what if this news was real, and then this got announced on Forbes, and then got announced on Bloomberg, and then Yahoo, and all these other people? This was only announced on a small crypto, the biggest crypto actually news place, but like crypto is niche, compared to the rest of the world. And what I'm saying is, this means people are ready. This means people are ready for sure. So we gotta see some more, hopefully some more volume come in, because when we look at this, the volume has to confirm that this is a nice breakout right here. Right now, to me, it's not saying breakout. It's low volume. It's saying that we're going to come down in the next couple of days and close below 28,000, but that's not what I want to see. And because we are right here on this white line that I had as the level that we would pump up to, that's crazy. I said we would wick up to that level. That's where we're stopping at right now. That's where we're stopping at right now. So let's hope that we close this week above this 200 moving average right here. We'll be taking a look at it to make sure that it closes it in the next couple of days above that 200 moving average right there. But overall, hey, it was a pump and dump. Not sure if it's the true breakout yet, but it could have caused the true breakout. Now, some backlash is, Warren and Gary and Gary Gensler and all their cronies is going to be all over this, because this was something that is a bad mishap. There was $100 million liquidated of shorts at this point, and then the price spiked to 30,000 and came back down to 28 within the same day. Let's go on the hourly and see how fast this happened. We can see it happened within the same hour. So everybody who opened up longs on this right here also got liquidated. So it must have been 100 up and 100 down. So $200 million in about 2 hours liquidated from the market is definitely going to get the SEC and those people some steam to go ahead and keep talking their mess, even though stuff like this happens in other markets as well. It all happened on Coinbase. We can see that from the information. Most of the volume was on Coinbase, and it was a whale who did it. And did the whale succeed? We will find out by the end of this week, but right now it is not looking good because the volume is saying no. Until people get the confirmation that ETF is coming, I guess they're gonna sit on the sideline. I don't get it. If you think that the ETF is coming, then that means you think that Bitcoin is going to 100K, and we already know that it's coming. It's just a matter of time. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment box, and let me know if you know who the whale is. Some people might know. Y'all think positive things will happen. RIP to crypto roots, and remember, never finish a negative statement about currency. Till next time, peace.